need to go to the bathroom real quick. All right, we will be going in about 4 minutes. We'll be going live. And thank you, Matt Cave, for helping out, as always. Hello, and welcome to Coffee on Korriban Live. I've got Mrs. Korriban with me. Say hi. So everyone, if nothing else, like the stream for her, because...
No.
All right, well, we're going to get into some discussion tonight about some sad moments about Star Wars. Our top 5 saddest moments. And if you think of anything else while we're doing this, just throw in some sad moments. But for those of you watching... comment below, what is your saddest moment? Maybe the moment that makes you cry every time you watch it, if it does that. Or just something that... Maybe you even skip over this scene. But let me know in the comments down below. And if you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this not live, comment down below. Make sure to like the stream, the video, and comment below. What is a sad moment for you? Let's check in the chat who we got so far. It looks like we've got the Matt Cave. If you guys are not subscribed to the Matt Cave, please do so, because he does some really cool retro gaming streams. and he just played Resident Evil 2, which was a whole lot of fun. But here's a sip for you.
I already took my sip for you.
You did. We got Aiden in the chat, so here's a sip for you. The Nerd Boreal Lifeform, here's a sip for you. We've got John42, here's a sip for you. I saw 2 Star Wars nerds up there earlier in the chat, here's a sip for you. We've got Vorilinus. I don't even know how to say it. Everyone says it a different way.
Here's a sip for you.
Vorilinus, here's a sip for you. Nerdporial says, Revenge of the Sith had the saddest moments. Obi-Wan seeing the recording of Anakin killing younglings was a gut punch.
Yeah, that's... I didn't write that one down, but I thought about that. I thought about that one.
Can you imagine what that would be like to have your brother?
I think it's even... Yeah. That would be...
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, all of you guys comment what your saddest moment is. We have Alan Copeland in the chat. Here's a sip for you, my dude. All right, Vorilinus, something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I'm really glad to have you here. I'm thankful for you coming and stopping by. But we're gonna get into our top 5 saddest moments, and I know for me, some of these actually make me cry. I'm not too much of a man to admit that. These don't really get me and punch me in the face every time I watch them, but some of these really do. So what is your number 5 slot, or if you have any honorable or dishonorable mentions?
Yeah, I didn't put them necessarily in order from, worst to...
All right, just hit me with the 5 then.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
I know we may have some that are the same.
I'm sure there are a couple moments in Star Wars that are just ultimately sad. Like Nerdporial says, "You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you." It's just that's going to be on everyone's list. It better be at least. So,
I made sure not to have that on my list because although that is one of the top ones for me, I wanted to have room for other ones that. I don't know. Yeah. That is.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And the destruction of Camino as well. And that was a fairly recent one. We just got that a couple weeks ago, pretty much. Yeah. All right, so you're just telling me to go first. Yep. My number 5 is Maul's death. It is very poetic. Yes. It is very sad. Not just that an amazing character dies, and the end of his story is right there on Tatooine, but also he misses the point. And this is something that I talked about in the video that I did with Master Paul of the Star Wars guys, is Maul missed the point. He was so focused on getting revenge and vengeance for everything that Palpatine did when he said, "Tell me, is it the Chosen One?" He is. You know what I'm talking about? When Maul dies? Yeah. That Maul missed the point. He missed the whole point of the Force and how the light side of the Force works, obviously because he had been steeped in the dark side of the Force for so long. But that's just so sad that his entire life was hatred for the most part, especially for Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan just slices him in 2 seconds. And it's sad that his entire life had just been getting revenge, and then it was all gone right in that moment. That's my number 5. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that as well. Matt Cave says, beautiful moment. That episode was incredible. It really was. And I've heard some people complain about that fight being a lame lightsaber duel. Like, oh, we really wish that we had, a longer duel between Obi-Wan and Maul. But I think it's also just a testament to where Obi-Wan was and also where Maul was at that point. Maul was so focused, like I said, on revenge. His entire life's purpose was to get back at Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan had to protect what they thought was the Chosen One at that time. That was his whole goal. And Obi-Wan is just the master at that point. He's not really touchable. And he played upon Maul's arrogance in that moment as well. Especially because Maul, if you remember, Maul used the same move that he killed Qui-Gon with. That upward swing with the lightsaber into his face to try to throw that in his face. Like that, he thought that would be the perfect revenge. We're dwelling on this
the
topic a
same
little
way.
bit
I know.
long, but it's just such an amazing moment. Like
Yeah.
Matt Cave said, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And for the people that complain about it being a short lightsaber duel, I think they miss the point.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5. What is your number 5?
I think to hit that off, speaking of Qui-Gon, I mean, that's kind of one of those cliche, like, obviously, that's one of the saddest
Star Wars
things, but-
theology. Here's a sip for you. Welcome to the show.
I think Qui-Gon's death, because you think about it, had he not died,
Yeah, it's
had he not died,
that's pivotal. If Qui-Gon didn't die,
yeah,
the entire movies would be completely different.
yeah, and just thinking, of the father figure he was, the only,
That
the only,
he was the
only,
father that he needed.
Yeah, that,
He was the father that he needed, and even as we'll get to later, when Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "You are my brother, Anakin," he only viewed him as a brother.
yeah.
If you remember all the way back in episode 1, why do I feel that we've picked up another pathetic life form? Like, he never really had the love for him
Yeah.
that a father would, that Qui-Gon would have. So
Yeah.
you're right. And not even just that, but Obi-Wan is trapped behind those planes of plasma or whatever they were, unable to even help. So it's
Yeah.
not even like he failed. It's like he wasn't even able to help his master.
Yeah.
So
I,
anything else you want to add on that, or you got to check that baby?
I think she'll be okay.
Okay. All right. She'll be
She's
okay for a
okay.
little bit. We got a 5-month-old in the other room. That is
So if I pop off,
very
that's where I'm
wiggly.
going.
Yes. All right. Let's read some chats real quick. It's a more realistic fight. Yeah, with the Maul versus
Yeah.
Obi-Wan one, it is. That's what would happen, and
Yeah.
that's why it's so amazing. They didn't need to draw out that fight just to demonstrate swinging lightsaber blades, because we've seen that a dozen times before. A fight between two equally skilled opponents isn't going to last very long. That's a very good point. Ray shields. Yeah, the ray shields. You're right. Whatever the shields things were. I'm sure there's an actual term for them, but I don't know what they are. All right, so Qui-Gon's death was your number 5.
All right, number 4.
Yeah. My phone keeps kicking me out of this because it's on a low battery. My number 4 is when Ahsoka takes off Rex's helmet. This makes me tear up every single time. From Clone Wars
I
Season
know
7.
that.
And Rex had just said, or I'll start with saying, Ahsoka had just said, "I don't want to kill them."
Yeah.
And Rex responds with, "I hate to tell you this, but those men down there, my brothers, are willing to die and take you and me along with them."
Yeah.
And then there's about 10 seconds of no dialogue, and Ahsoka steps forward and takes off his helmet, and you see the tears coming down his face. That was just...
I didn't
so
put
sad
that on my
because
list
it's-
because I knew you would.
But it's up
That
there.
is
It's one
so
of those
sad,
moments
yeah.
because those are his brothers. Like, imagine
Yeah.
the people you are closest with and have served alongside. I'm sure if you're in the military and you did a tour, the people that you're alongside, it's the same exact way.
Yeah.
And imagine they're not doing this of their own will. They're not meaning
Yeah.
to do this, but they're all willing to kill you. And as he says, take you and me along with them.
Yeah.
And it's a very touching moment to see Rex, the baddest dude of all the clones, basically, that we
Yeah.
see in the Clone Wars. He's everyone's favorite clone, pretty much. And he's crying. It's so sad. You remember that?
I do, because I cried at the
and then
part.
Ahsoka says, "You're a good soldier,
But
Rex."
listen, tying on
That's-
to that, my number 4 would be when they had to bury them all.
That's your number 4.
That
the
is my
end scene
number
of the Clone
4,
Wars?
is the end scene. Yeah, that one
Yeah.
really got to me. And all the masks had
Just
her.
yep.
Yeah.
All the masks still, the helmets, and they had
Yeah,
her
that made me cry.
thing. I'm sure we'll touch on that later on in my list.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Number 3 for you.
My number 3. Let's see.
Actually, yeah.
Seeing Luke set Anakin's funeral pyre alone and seeing Hamill's facial reaction is another wonderful moment. Carrying this alone isn't easy. Yeah. Lighting Vader's
Yeah.
body, and
Yeah, that's.
because that's the only thing he had left other than Leia.
Yeah.
And the father that he had for a couple minutes was gone.
That's.
And it was really at that point only him and whatever people close to him in the rebellion that knew that Darth Vader had been redeemed.
Yeah.
At that point. So yeah, that is a very touching moment. Ahsoka leaving the Order was so sad when she said that the other Jedi were willing to throw her to the wolves. She is also telling.
Yeah.
And this is what makes me want to rewatch all of the Clone Wars, because I've seen bits and pieces. Both of us have. We've seen different arcs, and we've seen all the 7th season.
Yeah.
But the majority of the Clone Wars we haven't seen yet,
yeah.
and so I'm sure that would be on our list.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen the entire Clone Wars yet. Yeah. All right, my number...
I was actually thinking about that too.
3. My number 3 is You Were My Brother, Anakin.
Aw,
I
didn't put
you.
that on. Oh, yeah.
What else do we say about that? I mean, you guys all know what we're talking about. You all know Leia is not Luke's sister from my point of view. From a certain point of view. Yeah, Leia is not Luke's sister from my point of view. I'm sure there's debates on that I don't know if I want to have. But I'm going to pause real quick here and say, you got your mug in today. It's a little smaller than we expected.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally only a sip's worth.
Yeah, copy that, John 42. We will be watching in chronological order as opposed to release order, because the episodes bounce around a little. Yeah. But we'll watch them to get the context. I'm sure we'll watch episode 1, episode 2, and then Clone Wars, correct, and then we'll probably finish off with the extended Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Which is my favorite movie in the world.
I really like that
4-hour
version.
cut. It's so good. If you haven't seen that, hit me up on Discord and I'll send you the link. It's the 4-hour edit of Revenge of the Sith.
Miyazaki? I'm just kidding.
Miyazaki. Yeah. Everest Productions, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Here's a sip for you. Nerdporial got his mug too. Awesome, dude. I'm so stoked. And I'm really glad that a lot of you guys are getting that mug, because I told you guys before, I didn't make any money off of these mugs. I sent the profit margins to like 20 cents per mug. So I'm not making money off this. I probably made $1 off of everyone that's bought a mug. So I'm not doing it to make money, but just the fact that you guys are able to afford it and buy it and get a mug to support this channel that is just me talking about Star Wars that I've only been doing like 3 months is really cool. So I'm stoked that you guys ordered that, and we
appreciate the love and support.
Yes, I really appreciate you. Let's see, we got some new people. Darth Mandalorian is here. Here's a sip for you. And Green Lantern 345 is here. Here's a sip for you. Nerdporial says, my friend made the 4-hour cut. I hope it's the same guy that I'm thinking of, because I know a few people have made cuts. The guy I'm thinking of, his email is justiceforct5555 at gmail.com. Or Yahoo.
The one who has that version?
The one that we watched.
Oh, okay.
I know a few people have made edits. So let's see what else we got. I astral projected myself into the LK account. LK? What do you know what LK stands for? Lucasfilm Committed?
I was like...
I don't know. I don't know what LK is. I'm sorry. My buddy made the 4-hour cut with Clone Wars finale and the micro series. Okay, sweet. It might not be the one that I'm thinking of, but either way, the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars edited into Revenge of the Sith is just fantastic because of how well it goes together with Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, yeah. You almost forget that they're 2 different...
You do. You forget that it's even live action and animation. They just go so well together because the story is just so well written, and they wrote the Clone Wars into Revenge of the Sith so well in those last 4 episodes. It's flawless as far as like continuity and everything. It's really fantastic. Anyway, we got to get on to our next point. Keeps kicking me out because I'm on
you don't have
15%.
iPhone?
No, because I'm on 15%.
I know, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I know. We didn't even finish talking about my number 3. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Yeah. So I said, what else needs to be said about that?
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
That actually,
it's
that
the gut
scene
punch
actually
of the entire
used to
movie.
be, and I know, and it used to be one of my favorite, not like favorite, like, oh, I love this. It was just one of the...
Because you get so many gut punches throughout the movie, especially with Order 66, and then you're going down a path I can't follow.
That's...
Is that what on your
on my
list? Okay, we'll get
list,
to it.
yes.
We'll get to it and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But you get so many gut punches, and then you see him chopped up, which is a gut punch in itself, but he's laying there.
And it's
and
like
you're
he
feeling
didn't want that for
you're
him,
feeling
but
so
he
bad
had to
for
do.
him.
He
And
had
then
no other
Obi-Wan hits him with the
choice.
you were my brother, I loved you. And that's just fully seals the deal that now he's Darth Vader and now he's stuck in this life that he chose for himself. Because Obi-Wan not even counting him as his brother anymore. Saying, you were my brother. I loved you.
Yeah.
Because Anakin's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's one of the parts that makes me tear up every time. Every single time. Yeah, there's been a lot of those times. So.
And you can obviously see him like in so much pain, and you can only imagine from his point of view.
Yeah.
Seeing himself.
So, what is your number 3?
All right. Well, now I have to do that. Well, the well-known phrase of "you're going down a path I cannot follow." That one really, really gets to me, and I actually put myself, in that perspective of if what would I do if I were her, and the fact of it was so hard for her to believe a lot of what everybody was telling her was going on with Anakin, and actually seeing it for herself and realizing.
And of course, you get the memes of like, no, he couldn't have, but like you knew that he slaughtered the Sand People. So
when you
obviously he's capable. But yeah, you're right.
But it's just that feeling of you had so much hope for that person, and so much love that you couldn't imagine them. I don't know. Yeah. You didn't want to believe it. Right. You know that it's true, but you don't want to believe it.
And like you were saying, the fact that it's right there before her eyes, she's actually seeing him. Yeah. In the dark side at that moment, as opposed to, I killed them all. I slaughtered them like animals. No. I hate them.
I know. And it just breaks my heart because here she's bearing his children. And she had, she was able to tell him that she's not able to follow down the path he's going. Yeah. That just breaks my heart. And you're breaking my heart. You say He says he just got
dust I'm not crying. He or her just got dust in my eyes.
No.
It is funny that the story was all about Anakin and his path, yet the Disney sequels had absolutely nothing to do with Anakin. Yeah. Why is it the Skywalker saga? Something I talked with Matt Cave and Paul the other day. Why is it even called the Skywalker saga? We see 20 minutes of Luke. We see Leia, who's solo. She's solo Organa. She's not even really Skywalker other than by blood. Yeah. Ben is a solo. He's not Ben Skywalker like there should have been.
Briefly see Vader's mask, but that didn't even.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Skywalker. So why even call it the Skywalker saga? I don't really understand. There we go. I got the chats going again. I don't know why it was hiding. Is that working for everyone? Okay. Men don't cry. Spoiler, they do. They absolutely do. And Revenge of the Sith, there's like three moments that it gets me every time, and I'm not ashamed of that. And basically the entire last episode of the Clone Wars. Yeah. Which is why when you edit it in with Revenge of the Sith, it's just almost too much.
Attacking me.
Almost.
See that guy? Did you get him?
Now I got him.
Put him in your coffee.
I saved you. I saved your life.
Thank you.
Where were we? Here's a sip for you.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay.
Awkward.
That's an inside joke.
Okay. Number 2?
Yeah, my number 2. Okay, my number 2 is, you already said it, the final shot of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
With the helmets.
I knew that would be on there.
It's so perfect. It's so beautiful. It's silent. You hear the like.
Wait, I didn't say my number 3.
You didn't?
I don't think so. All
right, we'll come back to you, and then you'll hit like 2 in a row.
Okay.
But at the end of the final shot of the Clone Wars, basically, from when the ship goes down, the Venator class ship goes down, and that's literally signifying the Clone Wars as we know them is going. It's done. It's over with. It's crashing and burning, and the entire series and the characters we came to love is over with. That chapter is done. In the next shot, we see Rex coming back to the ship, the little shuttle they have, turning around, and Ahsoka standing there with her hood over, and all the helmets, again, with her face pattern painted so on them, are all lined up. And it's completely silent. Again, there's no dialogue. But there doesn't need to be. It would almost ruin it if there was. Yeah. Because you know what they're feeling, because you're feeling it too. The clones were friends for you. You know, you they were personalized. And again, we haven't seen all the Clone Wars, so we really need to. Yeah. But you got to see the clones as individuals and not just like the droid army, just a copy of the same exact thing.
And I think also knowing that they had no like real control over the situation made it so much worse, you know. Yeah,
they didn't have a choice. It's not like they turned on you.
Yeah.
They didn't have a choice to consciously turn against you. Matt Cave says, Luke showing up in Mandalorian had me crying like a baby on the couch. I'll never forget the look on my wife's face as I explained why a 40-year-old man was crying on the couch next to her. Yeah, I feel you. I didn't cry on the first go-through because I was just too amazed that they actually went for it.
I think we had
the second and third viewing I did tear up. Definitely. But the first go-through was just, my heart was going to explode out of my chest. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I was feeling because you guys were probably all feeling the exact same thing. But I was just breathing super heavy and not wanting to breathe and not being able to breathe. And
I remember that. Our hearts were racing.
I told you, I'm like, they're actually doing it. They're actually doing it. Because I was like, that's one X-Wing. Yeah. It's only one X-Wing. Yeah. There's only one guy that goes around in one X-Wing by himself. So
yeah, I know. You called it the moment you saw that.
Yeah. And I do wish I had a deeper appreciation for the originals because that moment would have meant more to me. Yeah. It still meant a lot, but other people that I know that are really more invested in the original trilogy, just how much that meant to them and seeing that was really incredible. So we gotta go watch the originals again and really appreciate them.
We went through it
about a year ago. Yeah, we went through them again.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. About a year ago. We gotta go through them again. We just gotta watch Star Wars all day, every day. I'm gonna quit my work and then we'll just watch Star Wars until they kick us out and turn off the internet. All right, number.
Oh yeah, that's right.
2?
Number 3.
Number 3 and then number 2.
Number 3 and then number 2.
Number 3 and then number 2.
Let me see if I can.
Seeing the pilots shot down in the Yavin attack run was sad too.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is kind of tying into everything we're
almost there. Just hold them off for a few more seconds. Let's get some hearts in the chat for Porkins. I noticed it was Luke's X-Wing due to the missing section of red paint and stripe down the side. Interesting. I didn't know that detail. I'll have to go watch for that next time we see it again.
Yeah, now I'll have to rewatch that.
Said the same thing, that there is only one man in Star Wars that travels alone in an X-Wing, one gloved hand, green lightsaber, clothes were nearly identical to Return of the Jedi. And the way that they set it up was brilliant, because when you found out that it was Luke was according to how well you knew Luke. So some people didn't know until he took off the hood, and they didn't know Luke super well. Other people saw the green lightsaber and they knew it was him. Other people saw the glove. It was, and then, you know, like you said, John, you notice with the red stripe, and because you're looking for those details, and you're familiar enough with Luke and his X-Wing that detail stood out to you. For me, it was when they said one X-Wing, and I knew that was him right then, but still, even then, we didn't know for sure, so we're all holding our breath to make sure that it's not someone that we're tricking ourselves into thinking that it's Luke. But it was, and it was just so amazing. And again, there were other people that when they saw the fighting style, they knew it was him. The blocking the bolt behind the back, or the gloved hand, or the music is what tipped him off. Everyone kind of, it was their own special moment when it clicked for them. That is true. I knew the second that they showed the X-Wing. Yeah, just one X-Wing. Because at first I thought it was the guys that we saw earlier coming back, but that would have been 2 X-Wings. Burrito 1. Mexican Iron Man. I love his origin story. If you guys haven't heard that on Echo Base Network for Mexican Iron Man's origin story, it's pretty awesome. Hey, we got Daryl in the chat. Here's a sip for you. Thank you for joining.
Back just in time.
Yeah, one solo X-Wing. Who else travels alone in one X-Wing?
Yeah.
Not just in the movies, but even in Heir to the Empire, it was just Luke.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Am I right? You feel me? All right. I always wondered why Luke didn't get a new prosthetic hand like he did in Empire instead of a black gloved hand. Interesting. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to do mine.
Something to look into. And again, we got to watch the original trilogy again to get a deeper understanding and appreciation of the originals. Because I know them pretty well, but I have such a passion for the prequels that's where I've spent most of my investment as far as like time and learning about stuff. So we got to watch the originals again and get a deeper understanding.
I'm down.
The award-winning actor of the role of Rebel Captain. That was the voiceover I was doing the other night. She's like, what are you saying?
I'm so confused.
We are approaching the Imperial Bakuran fleet. I see a lone Star Destroyer and about a dozen TIE fighters.
I hoped you find your voice for that, though.
Yes, she did. She's like, that doesn't really sound right. What is it? Oh, it's a captain? Try something different. So,
As if I'm an expert on
is
that.
the award-winning director behind. Yeah, OT is where it's at. I know, and I appreciate them for how much they bring to the table, but the unfortunate and unpopular opinion that I told on the first Friday Night Fights X-Wing stream was, if the prequels didn't exist, I don't think I would be a Star Wars fan. Basically, if it was just A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi...
You wouldn't be as invested. Because you really did...
I would watch them and enjoy them, but I don't know that I would love them like I do now. It's because of the prequels and my love for the prequels that I enjoy and love the original trilogy, although not as much as I need to. So she's got you on contract. It was sad when Dak died too, after he said he would take on the entire Empire himself. Dak, who's Dak?
Wait, where are you?
So sorry. See, this is like in the trivia video we did. There's some stuff that I should know, like the Dianoga. Like I should know that. It was Nerd Tutorial.
I see that. Yeah.
Watch the theatrical release of the originals if you can. Obi-Wan's Krayt Dragon impression isn't as hysterical as it is in the 97 version. Interesting. I didn't know that. I have not seen the unaltered version, the original theatrical release yet, but I will. All right,
Yes. Don't read it.
Okay, sorry.
I think kind of tying into the rest of what we were talking about. Anakin realizing... Sorry. Everybody realizing, including Anakin, that everything he worked so hard to do to...
Hold up real quick. Snowspeeder Gunner was Dak, and he died during the Battle of Hoth. Remember Luke's riding with the other guy, and then they crash?
Yes.
And doesn't he get stepped on? Or the Snowspeeder gets stepped on by the AT-AT? Does he get crunched?
Remember.
Let me know in the chat. Does Dak get crunched under the AT-AT, or am I just imagining that? I tend to think The Force Awakens is the beginning of a nice trilogy that never happened. What is The Last Jedi? What is The Rise of Skywalker? I only know Rey met Luke on an island, and that's it. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I don't recognize The Force Awakens. I didn't like it from the very beginning. We watched it together, The Force Awakens, and I told you, like, right off the bat, I don't know. Oh, it was the very first... So what, I talk first? You talk first?
Yeah.
Just at the beginning of the movie, and I was like, oh, that's not.
That's something I had an
what he
issue.
does.
I mean, that was
Yeah,
the
the
biggest
snowspeeder
issue.
gets crunched.
Was the dialogue that they had on that? I just couldn't.
For the
it
Force
wasn't
Awakens, if
flowing
it wasn't
with
for
me.
the dialogue, the story was okay.
Yeah, that's how I would.
I'll give
that's
it
how I
that.
would.
But the dialogue ruined it for me. It didn't have the same feeling at
Yeah.
all. Dak was dead before the AT-AT steps on the speeder. Yes, I knew he was dead and got shot down. I just didn't know if he got smashed and crunched.
Oh no.
Force Awakens murders Han Solo in a bad way. Yeah. He's double dead. Oh, he's so dead. All right, let's get on with your number 3. I keep interrupting you.
That's story of my life. No.
I agree, Crit.
I had to think about what I was saying. Anakin realizing that he wasted all of, he risked everything to save Padme, but he was the cause of her death, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think that realization of everything he threw out the door.
So what moment specifically would you point to for him realizing that?
Oh, man.
Or is it just kind of like a gradual realizing
I think it's okay.
where he's
It's
slipping
both
to and he
the
can't do anything
gradual.
about it?
It's you in your perspective seeing him go all out, trying to save her. Yet he's the one, he's the one slowly causing her to die. But it was at that moment when he found out that she had died, that he was just like, no. Yeah.
No, I completely agree with what you're saying. Yeah. And something I forgot to mention earlier, you're going down a path I can't follow, and you said you've been in that situation. I hope.
No,
sorry.
No. I said I tried to place myself in her shoes to think what it would be like, but
And there's been certain situations where I'm doing stuff that not necessarily is like overtly harmful to you.
Yeah.
But it's like little things, and if you're married, I'm sure you guys understand this. And if you're not married, then just trust me. There's stuff that you do that isn't like anything explicitly bad that I'm doing to hurt you.
Yeah.
Or anything obvious like that, but it's like little things that kind of build up, and you can't. It's hard to stop them. It's that snowball effect of not only like disappointing you, but me feeling like a disappointment in some things. So I'm sorry for some things, but I can, like you were saying, put yourself in that position.
Like for me, feeling, because I love you so much, that's what's causing me pain.
Right, and then in my perspective, imagining where Anakin's at right then is, I'm doing this for you. I'm trying to make sure you stay alive and we have a perfect life. Yeah. And you're not going along with it, and it's hurting you. What am I doing wrong? Yeah. I must need more power. I got to fix it. And that's the guys fall into the trap if I have to fix this. Yeah. And it's not necessarily the best approach. Yeah. So that's kind of that. But what you were saying about your number 3, are we on?
Yeah, number 3.
Your number 3 of him
of
realizing
him just not
he's
realizing
losing her.
He was the cause of the problem.
Yeah. Someone must have been super mad at someone to have their character fried and then crushed in a matter of frames. Yeah. The snow speeder.
Yeah,
crunch.
I know. I got that.
Number 2?
Yes.
What's your number 2?
You know what? I think that was my number 2. I think that was actually my number 2.
I appreciate you guys all being here. This is the first time I've tried out Streamlabs. You can probably tell things are not exactly very polished, but it was important for me when it's just us or just
Just kidding.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I'm teasing.
It was important to me when I'm not having a stream with other online people to have it be in higher quality, because if it was through StreamYard, it's still 720. It's kind of poopy looking if it's just me. I'm talking about like a single camera versus like 2 guests, if that makes sense. So thank you for bearing with me on figuring out Streamlabs. Matt Cave was a huge help in getting this set up. So Matt, I really appreciate you. Here's a sip for you.
Double sip. This was a really good coffee. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's not decaf.
Because it's not decaf.
Perhaps the killing Solo robbed the viewer of a reunion, and Rey being ran right away was a bad decision. Yep, I agree with both of those.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest sins that the sequels committed was Finn was set up to be a stormtrooper turned Jedi. We never got that. And we never got the reunion of the squad. And we never will.
Yeah.
And I've said that in my Why Do We Love This, talking about Star Wars video.
Yeah.
It was a wasted opportunity. We'll never, ever be able to get that again. Is the original crew back together? And they could deep fake or de-age, whatever they want to do. But we're never going to get our favorite people back in the same room again.
Yeah.
And we were robbed of that.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to talk about the sequels in a sequel bashing stream all on its own. But it's so hard because we're so passionate about Star Wars that anything to do with the sequels comes up and we have to say something about it just because it's still so egregious that it even exists. So, Green Lantern, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Solo could have been reunited with Luke and Leia near the end, but killing Luke off in Episode 8 cemented that would never happen. Yup. Wait, did we miss... Oh, Mando Mike. Here's a sip for you. No problem. Glad you're here. We were about to say our top one.
But reasons. I didn't do mine, I kind of did mine
okay, well,
out of
go.
Order.
You did your number 2?
Yeah, I think I had already done it. Okay. I don't remember.
Did you say all of them except for one?
Except for one,
okay.
yeah.
You want to go first
I
or me?
deleted it.
I'll go first.
Well, no. Yours last because mine's not like as important. I mean, it's
no. You go ahead.
No. Best for last. Best for last.
Yeah, so you go last then.
No.
I'm just gonna say before I give my number 1, huge major spoiler warning, legit spoiler warning. If you have not read the novel Revan, the Old Republic novel.
See,
Revan.
This is gonna go last because
because it's a spoiler alert. So if they're wanting to step out for a few minutes to not get it spoiled for them, they want a number 1 to come back to.
No.
So we'll talk about this for like 3 minutes. Also, thank you. I got this one. It says World's Best Dad. My dad has the same one. So
Father's Day gift,
still
right?
debatable on who actually is the world's best dad. But
well, you're the girls' best dad ever.
You look fine at anything over 240p is overkill for my small screen, plus my low speed internet can't handle anything any faster. Yeah, most people watch on their phones and they're watching, vertically anyway because they want to have the chat and be able to type too. So the quality isn't too important. For my edited videos, everything is in 4K. And it does make a big difference when you're watching on something like a TV. So for the edited videos, always in 4K. Unless I'm lazy or it's a really long video. Because uploading like 10 gigs in a single video is a little much sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so spoiler warning for Revan. If you have not read Revan, this is your spoiler warning.
I wanted to put this on my list, but I was told I could not.
It is the end of the book, so this is the spoiler warning. Go ahead and spoil it. I'll forget what you said in 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So I'm not important. So what I say isn't important, huh? All right. So anyway, at the end of the book, Revan is captured, and he's not able to leave. And it tells us at the end of the book that he's held there for, I think it was like 500 years. He's held in stasis for 500 years. And if you know anything about Knights of the Old Republic, you know his love interest and eventual wife is Bastila. Bastila Shan is his wife.
I remember you saying it.
And he is unable to ever return to Bastila. And there's this beautiful scene in the beginning of the book where he's plagued by these nightmares of not knowing who he is because obviously he's Revan, and if you know about the Revan storyline, you know how conflicted he was internally. And he goes out and he's all worried about, should I go? I feel like I have to go fight this evil out there in the the deepest parts of space. And she tells him, you have to go. No one else can go and take care of this threat that's going to take over the galaxy. You have to go. So he goes, and he's held in stasis for 500 years or so. I think it's 500. I'll have to check it again. I got to read the book again. It's a good book. But he's held in stasis, which means he never goes back to his wife And there's a scene at the end of the book where Bastila is an old lady. She's like a grandma. And her son, because they had a son, her and Revan, but he never knew he had a son because she was pregnant, but she didn't know yet when he left. And he never met his son or Bastila. And she's an old woman, and she's basically telling Revan's son, I know he's still out there, I know he's alive, and I know he's still got an important role to play in the galaxy. But he never comes back. And for me, as a husband...
300 years.
300 years, okay. For me as a husband and a father, that is one of my biggest fears, is that I won't be able to be there for you and for them. And so that hit me really hard, especially because now being a dad, when I read the book first, I wasn't a dad, but now looking back on that ending, as a husband and a father, it hits me so hard that, you know, he's... Especially because if you've played KOTOR, you know the amazing relationship that they had in that game and their story. But the fact that he had to leave her and was never able to come back. And imagine coming out of stasis after 300 years and everyone's gone. Even your son is dead at this point. So, anyway, that's the end of the spoilers. That's the end of the book. It's brutally sad at the end of the book. So
when you told me about it, that's why I almost put that on my list.
It messed with my mind for a few days after I read that book.
Yeah.
It's that kind of story where you're just thinking about it and it's just you're feeling sick for a while after that. But that was the end of Revan. So I might do a reading of just the ending of that book.
You should.
Or something. Upload that. That's a good video idea. So let me know if any of you guys would like to see that. I'll just read from the book with the voiceover and sound effects and stuff. So that would be my number one. Go ahead with your number one.
Well, this wasn't necessarily my number one. Am I even allowed to mention this? Like, if people haven't seen Rebels?
Yeah, you go for it. It's from Rebels.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Rebels, you've had the chance.
I don't know. I think Kanan's death kind of hit me.
Yeah.
You get invested in this character. You know, not only with the relationship he had with Ezra and Hera, and of course everybody else, but it's just like, really? You're just going to kill him off like that? But, yeah. See, told you it wasn't that.
I think the kicker for that was him getting his sight back. Right at the end. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
When he gets his sight back right before he dies, and the last thing he sees is Hera.
I know.
And pushing her off to safety. That's the last thing he sees.
I know. I didn't even remember that.
Yeah. We gotta watch Rebels again too.
I gotta rewatch that now.
We did watch all the way through Rebels, but we gotta watch all the way through it again.
Yeah.
So
I think seeing him in what was that, Bad Batch, huh? Mm-hmm. I think seeing him again in that kind of just
deepest voiced 12-year-old in the galaxy.
12-year-old man.
Yeah, the 12-year-old man. Let me know if you guys felt the same in Bad Batch with what's his name, Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think
that was what it was.
That's who it was, the voice actor from. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Master. But you got to see these clones. Okay, you're like 10. What? What is this?
Oh my goodness. Okay, something I didn't have on. Maybe that was one of the ones I was going to have on my list.
And if you guys have any honorable mentions that we didn't mention in this list, put them down in the chat. Whose mom?
Anakin's mom.
Anakin's mom. What does your heart tell you? Will I ever see you again? When she died?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
I love.
I know.
Stay with me, Mom.
The fact that he couldn't even.
Yep.
Man, yeah, that one got to me.
Your mother's dead, son. Accept that. That was a pretty heavy end to his life. He had a growth spurt, like 2 minutes before that episode.
Yeah.
I think Depa Billaba just chose him as a Padawan because of his voice. He was probably 4.
Yeah.
Hello, Master Billaba. I've been learning form too. My name's Kanan. I'm 4. 12-year-old Kanan sound like he's a Marlboro man, like Princess Leia in the sequels.
Stop! Oh my goodness.
Nothing is impossible.
Hey, that's not good to say.
I mean, she's dead. It's kind of sad,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
I mean,
you can't say that now.
I don't know. I should redo all the quotes from the original trilogy that Leia says in old Leia's voice. You scruffy looking nerf herder. That's a terrible idea. I'm not gonna do that.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, if any of you guys have any honorable mentions, anything that we didn't mention in this stream that is your saddest moments.
Did you see the one
Put
at the very
down.
beginning?
Which one at the
Here,
very beginning?
scroll up in
Like
the
all the way up?
Yeah, all
How
the
far
way.
up?
All the way.
I know, how far up?
Like all the way.
This is all the way.
Yeah, look. Ooh, look at Mackey's
What?
comment. Did you
I'm
see
watching
that?
an old VHS I found from 1999. Me and my brother, my best friend, my cousin that passed away in July. We are lightsaber fighting.
That's sad.
Sorry for your loss, dude.
Yeah.
That's rough. I'm pretty close with my cousins, so
Yeah.
I can imagine. That scene was really rough. Do it. All right, put in the chat what Princess Leia quote should I smokify?
Smokify. Oh,
Leia sounded horrible in the Disney stuff. Yeah, it's unfortunate because we were like cringing every time she spoke because you got a light.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anything else sad in Star Wars? Other than the entire sequel trilogy?
Other than the entire story, yeah.
It's all sad.
Yeah, there was something else I was gonna add and I don't remember.
Yeah.
Luke finding out Leia was his sister. Just kidding. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
it was a little
That's a little creepy.
sad. Let's see. I don't think I had any original smoking is bad. That's right, Lord Crit.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any original trilogy moments in my one honorable mention, and I talked with about this in the video that I did with Master Paul a couple days ago when we met up in person to film.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is Luke saying, Anakin's, it's your true name, basically. I know the Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully. And then he responds with, it is too late for me, son.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's really sad. And then also, I gotta get you out of here. I've got to save you. You already have. Tell your sister you are right. Right? Isn't that sad too? Because he just got his dad.
I know. And then he's gone.
Yeah. All right. I missed out.
But you know what? It would have been even more sad had he not changed at the end. Had it been a different...
Ezra seeing his parents through the world between worlds and choosing
I just read that.
not to go. Yeah.
That was sad.
That as well. When Vader dies and asks Luke to take his mask off. Yep. That's what we were just talking about. Jar Jar stepping in doo-doo made me cry a bit. In Tatooine. Yoda's death. Yeah.
That was the one I was gonna add.
Jyn and Cassian hugging at the end. Yeah, do you remember that in Rogue One?
Okay, I forgot about that.
When they all blew
that
up?
was so okay. I wasn't expecting it, but then you think about how it fit into the timeline, and then
When Luke goes after Vader, when he threatens Leia, chills. Yeah. If you will not turn to the dark side, perhaps she will. When the two Ewoks get by, I'm the only one. Yes. Oh man.
Okay, that.
And he
that
goes
did
and
make
cries
me
over him. You're
sad.
right. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh,
That makes
jokes
me
aside, I really think
sad.
Obi-Wan calling to Luke in the X-wing makes me burst into tears. Because that's the first time he hears his voice since he died, right? And he thinks he's completely gone, but then he hears his voice.
Yeah.
Use the Force, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ewok scene. I forgot about that. My goodness. There's so
That
many
is
times
sad.
that I've seen people watching Star Wars for the first time.
And they see that scene.
And they see that scene and they can't handle it anymore. It's so...
It's like you're losing your...
Because they're teddy bears. They're not supposed to die. Not sure if it's allowed, but the book where Chewie died made me cry reading a book back in the day. Yeah, I bet. I haven't read that one yet. But for me, it was how Rogue One ended. Yeah.
What book is that?
Mando Mike, put what book that is, because I know I haven't read the book yet, but I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, yeah, that one for sure. How Rogue One ended. I was not expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. And then everybody just...
Yeah, and
but then you look outside, and see.
There's only 2 times I've ever yelled anything out in a movie theater during a movie. They were both during Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
One was... That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in any movie ever, and it was the floating Mary Poppins Leia scene.
Yeah.
I screamed that out loud.
Yeah.
You were with me.
Yeah, I told you to sit down.
You said, quiet down, you're ruining the movie. The movie's ruining the movie.
Yeah.
So that's one time I screamed out loud. The other time I
agree,
yelled out loud was at the end of Rogue One, and I said something along the lines of like, holy cow, Disney, you actually did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect them all to die from a Disney movie, so I was really impressed.
Yeah.
The first time he heard Obi-Wan was when Obi saw Brian. You're right.
Wait, what?
Run.
Okay.
To get on the Death Star after he had just died. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Sorry, I had
yeah,
to
teddy
remember.
bears. We call them murder bears. They are super carnivores. What movie was that? It was a fan film that had the Ewoks being all brutal and being killed and stuff from the stormtroopers' perspective when the Death Star blew up. Someone remind me in the comics, because it was well, I'll have to show you. It was a fan film from like a stormtrooper's perspective when they were fighting on Endor with the Ewoks, and then they look up and the Death Star blows up. Someone put that in the chat because I don't remember. Right after he died. Yes, you're right, Mandalorian. Vector. If I remember, Chewbacca was a cast member in Arden again, but he and Bruce Willis couldn't stop the asteroid. I don't know what that is about. I feel like I might be the only one that didn't like the way Rogue One ended. Interesting. I would be very interested in talking to you about why that is. I've only heard of people that say, like, maybe that it's sad that everyone died.
Yeah, I mean...
but the way that it ends and transitions directly into the original, I haven't heard any complaints about. So I'd be really interested in talking to you. Not to go against you, because that's a very valid opinion to have. A lot of people don't even like Rogue One, which I think is ridiculous. But if you don't like the way that ended, that's a fine opinion to have. I would really be interested in learning the reasoning behind that. Optimus Prime dying in the animated 80s Transformers movie.
Oh,
I can imagine.
Yes.
Did you watch that?
Oh my goodness, yes.
You did?
Yes. That made me sad.
I didn't see it.
I can relate.
Matt Cave, you know I haven't seen a bunch of stuff or played
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
used
of
to
stuff.
watch it.
Bucketheads.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
80s.
Well, Bucketheads. That's the Stormtrooper fan film. I'll show you later.
Okay.
That's a good one to see. Yeah, Bucketheads. You're right. Ewok Hunt. Is that in Battlefront 2? Ewok Hunt is like a mode in Battlefront 2, I think.
I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, John.
I don't know.
Well, we're closing in at about an hour. We didn't have really anything other than that to go over.
I feel like there were some other
just the
things
sad
that I was
stuff.
going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, while we're on, what else did you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, you think about that. In the meantime,
Okay.
like I said earlier, Master Paul of the Star Wars guys, I met up with him because he was on vacation in my neck of the woods a couple days ago. We met up, filmed like 7 videos or something. So you'll see those start to roll out, debuting on Echo Base TV. So if any of you are not subscribed to Echo Base TV, I hope that you guys all are by this point. But definitely check out Echo Base TV.
Yeah.
And then if all of you guys are not subscribed to the Star Wars guys, please do that as well. If one of my mods can add the Star Wars guys link in the chat, that would be awesome. Matt Cave, add your own. Lord Crit, add your own link to Everest Productions or whatever, your own channel, whatever. Go ahead and link it up. But I think it's really important, expounding upon that, for all of us to at least be subscribed and support all the other channels in our little collective group. So, yeah, Echo Base TV is where it's at Monday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 5 o'clock Pacific. We have our live show, and it's the members of Echo Base Network that are also content creators. So myself, Matt Cave, Star Wars guys, X-Wing, Dwight Paladin Graham, bunch of people. Whoever makes content, it's a live Star Wars show that is on there. Yeah, and if you see the links that my mods are putting in the chat right now, go ahead, and if you're not subscribed to those channels, please do, because again, just supporting this community is awesome.
Yeah.
You got to start a channel.
I thought about it.
What would you call it?
I don't know.
Mrs. Korriban?
Yeah, I actually thought about that.
Mrs. Korriban's cooking vlogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's really good at baking.
Okay, I love cooking. I just love baking.
I'll help you set that up. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd subscribe to her baking
channel. If you guys
channel.
all lived closer, I'd make everybody some
her cake pops.
So. Just the cake pops? No, my cookies or brownies?
Nice to see you. Here's a sip for you. We were talking about our saddest moments.
Yeah. Which, now that I'm curious, everybody was listing some other movies. What are some other movies that
have really sad moments?
Some really sad moments.
Yeah, that's a good question as well.
Good. But there's your answer.
See, Matt Cave's going to subscribe to your baking channel. Yeah, she'll get her baking channel up and going.
Here's your answer.
Yeah, and wait, someone put up Goggles and Gadgets.
Look at this one right here.
I love the transition.
That was your answer to the question.
Okay, yeah. I love the transition, just not how they all died. Not that they all died, but how they died. That's very fair. A lot of people thought it was kind of cheesy about how Chirrut Imwe died, and is it Malbus? Baze Malbus?
I don't know.
I know it's Baze. I think it's Malbus, because it's definitely not Malgus. How they died is a fair way to go. Bodhi Rook, I already talked about that in my least favorite characters video with Star Wars guys. Was kind of a lame way to die. So I see what you're talking about.
Which way was that?
He ran the cable, plugged it into the ship.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone threw a grenade in it.
Yeah.
Or something. It was just kind of lackluster. But I completely agree with that. So the way that they all died. Look at all those subs you'll get.
What?
Look at that. All the ones. I said put a 1 in chat if you'll sub to the baking channel. All right, so there is no baking channel yet, but she'll get that up and going.
Oh,
and
all right.
Glad to have all your support for her baking
you.
channel. So
That's nice.
you can do some baking?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you'll bake on there?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a surprise.
But I'll film it.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell
I
me?
can use one of your little cord thingies to hang up.
To record it yourself?
Yeah.
You're going to steal my mount?
Yeah.
My phone mount? Okay. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys showing her some support, and there will definitely be an announcement when she starts her baking channel.
Get a baking giveaway and
Live stream.
the live stream.
We'll live stream
Yeah.
cookies.
Live stream those cookies.
Like from the big tub
Take
where you
those
just
cookies.
scoop it and plop it. Like no effort. No, but she's really good. Her cake pops are very involved and insanely delicious.
They're not your average cake pops on a stick.
No, if you're thinking
They're
like
like
Starbucks
truffles. Cake pop truffles.
They're like frozen.
And they taste
truffles,
amazing
cake
frozen.
pops, and
Oh yeah.
The outer shell isn't like the baking
not
chocolate
soft,
or anything.
yeah, it's not-
legitimate Hershey's dark chocolate that she melts and hand coats over every single.
It reminds me of Princess Bride. What is that?
It does.
How they
The
coat
chocolate
it.
covered pill
Yeah.
that they give him in Princess Bride. That's exactly what they look like.
Look at that. That's it.
Let's see. Let's get you both 600
Mustafar
subs and combine the
muffins.
show coffee and muffins. Yeah.
No, look at this one.
Mustafar muffins on
awesome.
Mustafar. Yeah. I
That'd be a
like
good
it.
one.
Cake pops rule. Yes, they do. The dark side has cookies. You guys look like you're having
Cookies.
fun.
I
We are
love
having
making
fun.
cookies.
Welcome to the stream, Black Dragon. That's John Black Dragon.
Hi.
He's a good friend. And we got Pacific 414 in the chat. Here's a sip for you as well. Thank you for stopping by. We're toward the tail end of the stream, but we were just talking about her starting a
Cookies.
baking channel because she's really good at baking.
No, don't tell her. I mean,
You
now
are really,
now I
really good
feel-
at baking.
oh, man,
Everyone
now
that
I
eats
feel-
your cake pops is like, please make me some. I'll pay you $40. We have people throw money at her to please give me cake pops. Please.
Unless you're just being
Like
nice.
your old boss.
My old boss, yeah.
Just would give you like $30.
Yeah.
You give them some cake pops,
I
and they would
know.
be all gone in
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
That's true. Oh my goodness. That's true.
Right on.
I miss doing that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but anyway, her cake pops are amazing. So good.
Great. Now I feel like
Strawberries.
everybody's gonna have these high expectations and.
Yeah, muffins on Mustafar. Yeah.
Okay.
And
what's
see, that's the thing about me being able to help you with it, is I'll help you with the
Yeah.
production, like the
Yeah.
videoing and editing. I'll do all your editing. So your quality is going to be like
Yeah.
at an
It's
okay
just
starting
tough
point.
with two littles.
There's
Finding
definitely
the time.
a raid from Spock. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Star Trek Online was a blast with Dragon and Pacific. Yeah, dude. I saw your stream. I was going to do it, but then we were doing this thing. And you can't like watch someone stream and stream yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you stopping by. Everyone go subscribe to Spock. Someone put his link down in the description.
You do.
Because again, then I have to go like over to YouTube and stuff. We're just talking. On the flip side, what is one of your happiest moments in Star Wars?
Oh man.
Peace.
You're crazy. That is a really, really good question. You go first while I'm thinking about
It's
it.
probably the medal ceremony in Episode 4. Because they just blew up the Death Star. They all got reunited.
Yeah.
And they're giving them the medals.
Yeah.
That's a happy moment. That would be difficult. Very logical. Yeah. You guys put in the chat, what is your happiest moments that you can remember in Star Wars? What are some of the happiest moments? We got to lighten the mood a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm in this state of
Everyone's
mind of
dying and getting crunched under AT-ATs.
Ewoks.
Hold them off for a few more seconds.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Porkins. They died differently. Solo was murdered outright. Very different reactions. Within my group of friends, we started to think for birthdays where if my wife or her best friend makes a cake, there has to also be what we call a man cake. Ooh, is it like a beef brisket wrapped in like bacon? That sounds like a man cake. Luke Skywalker and Mando. Yep.
Wait, where?
Happiest moment. Luke Skywalker
that's
returning.
True. Yes, that's true.
That's up there for sure. All the ceremony scenes, yeah.
I think Bad Batch, when they all make it out of they all make it out alive. Out of every situation.
Out of Camino.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I was just thinking.
Tried
There's
to
another
make a
seven.
cake for my wife's birthday and it came out as brownies.
It's
I would probably do the
still-
same. But brownies are good.
But
so
it's still chocolate.
the way
It's
I
still
the way I
chocolate.
view this kind of thing, if I read the instructions and I put in the right ingredients and the right amounts, it could bake terribly. And as long as it's not burnt to a crisp, it should still taste okay, right?
I'd still
Right?
eat it.
It's all got the right ingredients.
Even if it didn't taste good, I'd eat.
Except for like a mayo cake.
Those are good.
Maybe, but it creeps me out. Any of you guys ever eat like a cake made with
Please
mayo?
tell me you guys had a mayo cake, and please don't tell me.
Because that I won't even try it.
It's
like,
good. It's just the
it's
thought
like
of
a
mayo.
cheesecake.
It
Why
doesn't
would you
even-
put cheese in your cake? I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. They're all gonna be
I'm gonna
lovers
make a
of-
mayo cake. You're not even gonna know it's mayo cake, and you'll eat it. and you'll
I
like
did
it.
know last time you made
Because
it.
I told you I put it in there.
I don't know.
It's
Welcome
all in
to
your
marriage.
head.
Echo Base
It's
Network.
all in your head.
Welcome to the stream. Here's a sip for you. We've
Never heard
concluded-
of mayo cake.
Never heard of a mayo
No.
cake. Yeah, never had it.
Well, it's an old recipe.
Old mayo?
It's an
You
old.
bake a
it's
cake with old
old.
mayo?
No, I'm saying they used to make it back in the day.
It's an old person's recipe.
Old person's recipe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Creme brulee. You like creme brulee? Creamy brulee? You like that creamy brulee?
Yeah.
Favorite moments come from supporting my friends. Coffee and Korriban, Happiest Network, the Matt Cave, Spot Gold, etc. Yes. I just love this community that we have. Like, some of you guys are, like, legit, like, great friends of mine. But, like, Master Paul, that when I met up with him the other day, it wasn't even, like, the first time meeting up with him. It was like, oh, yeah, hey, dude, good to see you. Like, on this side of the screen. Yeah. And, again, stay tuned to all the videos that we'll have coming out. We did some stuff. In the end, it failed for Kylo because Snoke didn't care. Kylo was being, I don't care for Lost Jedi because the story choices never matter in the end. Creme brulee. Mayo cake, bleh. No hate if that's your thing. I trust you that it turns out okay. So it just creeps me out.
It's just one of those things that I made just to try to see if it was good, and it's good.
It's like, you want to try a cottage cheese custard? No, I don't think so. Yeah. What is your favorite dessert? There's another question. Oh. Everyone in the chat. What is your favorite dessert?
Yeah, what's your favorite dessert? Maybe I'll feature that on my...
I know, dude. I saw you posted that. Like, you got to hit me up. That's only an hour away. Next time you're in Gatlinburg, let me know, and we'll hang out and stuff. We got to go back to Alabama.
Yes.
Meet up with them.
Yeah.
Again. You can bring them some cake pops. Coach, we're bringing you and Nick some cake pops.
If they last and don't melt, we'd have to...
It's like 3 hours away. It's not that far. You just put some ice in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta make sure it's cold.
Ooh. Chocolate mousse pie.
Chocolate mousse pie.
I like chocolate cream pie.
The one you got from... I don't remember where we got it.
Was it Aldi?
No, I think it was like Walmart. I don't know. I'm sure.
Jasmine vanilla rice pudding.
I don't think I've ever
cinnamon rolls.
Had that. Cinnamon rolls. Ooh, good. Remember those ones I made?
You have to pick just one. Spam the chat.
Yeah.
Ice cream, cinnamon dulce latte.
Hershey bar. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, good old Hershey bar. I like coconut cream pie. Yes. And I like vanilla bean ice cream.
Yes, you do.
But I would probably have to say one of my favorite desserts is charred poop. You remember the charred poop? You don't remember the charred poop? Okay, you guys might be thinking I'm crazy, but there's a dessert called charred poop. And it was vanilla bean ice cream with rocket java espresso poured over it.
Okay, I didn't know you guys named it.
We called it charred poop.
I didn't know you named it. Okay. I didn't know that.
All right, so anyway, charred poop. There's this coffee called Rocket Java, and the beans are basically like crumbly gloss black. They are as dark roast as you can possibly get. It's like drinking smoke. Like it's really intense, and you can feel it like in your throat when you're drinking the coffee. But it's an espresso shot of that, which is an incredibly potent. Like you take a shot of that espresso, and you can feel it. Like the charred taste is just coating your mouth. But charred poop is it's a little bowl of ice cream. It's like a pour over avocado.
Yeah.
Is that avocado?
I think.
Would you like an avocado on your tacos? But
I don't know about
this charred poop. Yeah, so it is.
It's not a good name for it.
Yeah, it's vanilla bean ice cream with
coffee. Yeah, the espresso.
The espresso rocket java shot on it, and the base of the ice cream cancels out the potency of the rocket java, and it's really good. And it's called charred poop. So I don't know about that charred poop. Just got home from a 16-hour day. Misa go to bed now. Take care, everybody. Daryl, thank you for stopping by. Go get some sleep, because sleep is fantastic.
Essential.
And I get to sleep in tomorrow morning until 7 a.m. when little Peanut wakes up and says, "Daddy, I need to get out my
Cereal,
wiggles.
Please.
Need my wiggles out. Cereal, please. Yeah, with bananas. Cereal with bananas." Coffee ice cream is really good. It's a really good combo, especially if it's a really dark roast. What the heck is wrong with you? I don't care how good that is. I can't do it. Yeah, charred poop. That was like a few days before we moved out of California. We had that going away party.
Yeah.
And we served charred poop.
Was it then?
That was because remember Nathan was over too?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Have you ordered that Life Boost coffee yet? Or looked into it? I have not. I'm gonna write it down.
What is it called?
It's called Life Boost Coffee. Nick keeps getting on me to order it, and I haven't yet. I keep forgetting. Life Boost. Coffee. But I will order it. That'll be my next order. For sure. Star Wars Obsession was supposed to send me some coffee, and I don't think he ever did. If it wasn't for Han Solo, Harrison Ford would be a tired carpenter who was best known for being the guy in the cowboy hat at American Graffiti. Yeah. Because Han Solo wasn't really too big of a dude until Star Wars, huh? Because Indiana Jones was after Star Wars.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones was after, right?
Yeah.
Han Solo, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's just
I just confused it. Harrison Ford doesn't really even care for Star Wars.
Really?
It's probably why he was like, just kill me in the first episode 7 or whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not huge. Like, Mark Hamill is huge into Star Wars. DM'd you a pic of a cake my wife made for me. I'm checking that out.
Ooh.
There's a picture. Let's look at this. Mattopoly.
No
Dude,
way.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
That is so sick. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Let me see if there's a way to share this with you guys. I am brand new. Let me... Oh, gosh. How do I change this? Bear with me, guys. This is my first time. There it is. Can you guys see that?
That is
you guys
so
see that?
awesome.
Let me know if you guys can see that. That is so cool.
That is so awesome.
That is very
That's professional.
impressive.
That's professional.
You would do something like that for me.
I don't think I could do that good.
I don't know. That's top tier right there.
That's definitely.
So,
what flavor was that? Was that chocolate?
does it matter? That is incredible.
I was just curious. It looks amazing.
Dude, you got a special one. You got a special one if she made you that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I could see a lot of
billboard
love put into that.
Saying, come try our chocolate thunder from down under from a restaurant called the Outhouse. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Billboard saying, come try our chocolate thunder from down under from a restaurant called
the
Outhouse. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, that cake is awesome. Put it up one more time. That is so dope. 30th anniversary edition.
That's
so sick, dude. That's a special one. You need to make me a fancy one for my 27th. Here's a question, just out of curiosity. I got 2 questions, but the first one, how tall am I? How tall do you guys think I am?
Sit up straight.
All right. I asked Matt Cave this the other night, and he was way off. So, just curious, how tall do you guys think I am? Put in chat. How tall do I appear? Here, let me hold the tiny cup so I'll look even bigger.
Let's see.
Well, hey there.
I'll shrink down a little bit.
Yeah. Just curious, how tall do you guys think I look? And then second question, for all of you guys that are subscribed, I hope you're all subscribed. You should be. What was the moment that made you subscribe to my channel? Because I've always been very curious when I get new subscribers, especially when I didn't even post a video. I just get a new sub. What moment was it that made you click the subscribe button? Lord Crit says 6'1".
That's so sad.
5'11". Okay, hold up. Let me.
One.
Which one was it? Haven't had a birthday cake in over 22 years, dude. I'll
mail
give me
you
your
one.
address. I'll mail you a birthday
one.
cake. Yeah, dude, hit me up your 6'1", 5'3", somewhere in between
5'3".
there. 8'10", 5'8".
Hey.
5'5". This is fun. Those are some good. Maybe about 5'8"-ish. Yeah, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7", which is fairly short. At least I feel it is because.
You said 5'7"?
5'7".
I thought you said you were.
No, I'm 5'7".
Then why were you?
Why did I lie on my driver's license? Because I thought it would still grow past the age of 15. I stopped growing at 14. But I am 5'7". I'm pretty small.
But
my shoe size
you are
is 7.
an inch taller than I am, and that works perfect.
2 inches.
No, I'm 5'6".
But the reason it feels really small to me is because my dad is actually like 6'2" and a half or something. So my dad's tall. I didn't get that. Thanks, Mom.
You're a perfect height. I think
Our Taco Bell conversation during my Resident Evil 7 stream. I subbed you and watched your parkour videos. Yeah, dude. And that's when I was subbed to you a little bit before that. I don't know what it was that I subscribed to, but that was like the first time I like kept you company because you had like no one watching your video. And now you're quite successful with your Resident Evil streams. It's a lot of fun. You know, I watch this like all the time.
Is that the smelling blood?
Yeah, and the chewing on the weed.
No.
Got chew on that blue weed. Inside joke. Stop growing at 14 too. Yeah, everyone kept telling me like, oh, you'll keep growing to till you're like 25 or something. But after like my freshman year of high school, I didn't get any taller. I grew horizontally.
That's not true.
I was a stick in high school.
No, you were
Spock is 10'1".
too small.
That's impressive, dude. I bet that took like a lot of credits. Spock is 10'1". I wouldn't say 5'7" is short. I would say if your family is full of tall people. Yeah, like I said, my dad is like 6'2" plus. I'm short for all the guys in my family. Yeah, and I'm okay with my height. I don't.
I think you're a great height.
Especially because I like have facial hair now. If I like couldn't grow any facial hair, I probably would feel a lot shorter than I am. Still growing, but sideways. Yeah, you're not short. That would make me short. I know I'm not short, dude. It's all good. It's all good. Taco Bell has gone downhill since the 80s, 90s. Del Taco is where it's at. If you guys didn't see my Del Taco video, then you don't know. But if you did see my Del Taco video, we drove like almost 6 hours to go get them fries.
I love that comment. That comment on the video that said, "Go to Del Taco and get a burger."
Yes, because their burgers are so good.
Their fries. Their fries is
so good.
Amazing. But they're burritos. Put the fries in the burritos.
Putting on Star Wars helmets stunts your growth. Fun and very random fact for you. You've probably heard people say drinking coffee stunts your growth. That is not correct. Drinking coffee before bed can keep you from growing because you do all your growing. You're not getting your full sleep. Yeah, you do all your growing at nighttime, and if you're drinking coffee, the caffeine prevents you from achieving REM sleep, which in turn keeps you from growing. So there's a little bit of truth to that.
Do you see that one?
Tallest Vulcan on Vulcan.
Do you see that one?
And got rid of the Mexican pizza. Taco Bell. To all the short guys and girls, I just got one for you. Yoda. Yeah, he's like 1'3" or something. How tall is Yoda? That's a good question.
3 inches.
How tall is Yoda? 2'2".
What?
Yoda is 2'2". All right, I feel a little bit better about myself now. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm like 2.5 Yodas. Never had Del Taco. We have Taco Burrito King and the Pilsen neighborhood here in Chicago. I was just in Chicago like a month ago. For like
2 seconds.
2 days.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought you were talking
very
about
interesting airport. Judge my by my size, do you? Del Taco ain't bad. Yeah, and I get the fact that Del Taco is just another fast food place, but for me it's really special. I don't know why.
It's really special.
I don't know why. It's home.
Yeah. I think more so now that you don't have it with you. It's
Yeah. I knew moving out of California that I was going to miss Del Taco more than In-N-Out. And I do miss In-N-Out. I wish I could have it 0.5 millimeters. But yeah, I miss Del Taco. Like a whole lot. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the stream here because we don't want to just kind of carry on about nothing. But we got some people here, so. I guess if there's anything that you guys would like us to touch on while we got the two of us together, then we can go ahead and address those real quick. If not, we can start wrapping it up. But we will be starting a baking channel for you. We'll be thinking about a name, but muffins on Moose Tour is pretty good. Cake pops on Corellia. Cake pops on Coruscant. Cakes on Coruscant?
I think I like that.
Corellian cakes.
No, that's
Oh.
nah.
Tiramisu on terrace.
No, because then that's being too specific.
Sonny's barbecue. I've never had Sonny's barbecue. Taco Tico,
Where's
Taco
that?
Bueno, and Fuzzy's Tacos. I've never had any of those, but
Fuzzy's tacos.
Nerdporial, I definitely will. If I'm ever in Chicago again, I'll hit you up for sure. I'll hit you up. Yeah, and likewise, if any of you guys are in East Tennessee, hit me up and I'll meet up with you guys because that's always fun. Good night, Darth Mandalorian. Thank you for stopping by. There's another sip for you. Almost gone.
I have one last sip. We better.
You two look good together. Take care of each other. We definitely do. Yeah, a lot of fun, especially because we got 2 copies of us.
Yeah.
Your clones are very impressive. You must be very proud. They're a lot of fun. It's a good stream. Good. I'm glad you guys like this. It was kind of like a getting off work. Hey, you want to do a show tonight?
Yeah. Let's
And,
hope the kids stay asleep.
Yeah,
Which
and
they did.
She's doing
They did
good.
really well.
Yeah, they're both doing really good.
Yeah.
2 Star Wars nerds, watch out! The Korriban couple is here. The Korriban couple. I was wanting to do a playthrough of Lego Star Wars, the original, but I don't know if that would be too much copying. And the only
We have
snow
the
cones on
Monopoly.
Hoth.
Who would watch us play Monopoly?
Yeah. Who wants to watch us play Monopoly? Because I got this really sick Episode 1 Collector's Edition Monopoly game. It would be a very long stream.
That would be a.
I'd have to set up a second cam,
Yeah.
like pointing down at the board. But if anyone wants to see us play Monopoly, kind of a boring stream. And the bank owes me 20 credits. It's funny because the currency in this game is actually credits.
Is it?
They're full on credit, not like
No.
metal credits. They're still paper.
Yeah.
But it's still
credits.
it's still credits, not
That's
dollars. It's pretty cool.
funny.
Matt'll watch Monopoly, teriyaki on Tatooine. Dude, there's so many funny ideas you can do.
Snow cones.
Monopoly stream. They're wanting a
That's
Monopoly
funny.
stream. That's so funny. Let me know, because I have PlayStation 2. That's the only console I have. Let me know what PlayStation 2 games you would want us to play together for a stream. Because I don't want to just copy 2 Star Wars nerds with the original
told
Lego
you
Star Wars.
that.
Oh, we could do Lego Star Wars 2 with Episode 4, 5, and 6.
Or we can all play together.
Us and them?
Yeah.
We'll do an online game.
Mm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Couples on Corellia.
Oh
or
my
something.
goodness. Trying to
Double
find
dates on
names for every-
Dantooine.
Oh my gosh.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 credits.
not.
Yeah. Let's do virtual Star Wars Monopoly. That would be sick.
Yeah.
If we got like a group of us.
Everyone.
And we've done that before. When we moved out here, we did.
I think when the lockdowns and everything, right? Is that what you're talking about?
No, we did at other points and stuff. But when we moved out here to Tennessee, my family is still in California, so we would do like Scattergories.
Yeah,
or
the dice game.
Yeah, like Farkle or 10,000, the dice game, whatever you want to call it. But we played like over FaceTime, and you forget that you're not even sitting across from people. Like you legitimately can play those games. It's a whole lot of play. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Dude, if that's the one I'm thinking of, that was my game. Okay. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Dude, it is. Hot Pursuit 2 was one of those games that I played every day that I was allowed to play, which was like once or twice a week. But Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 was like my game. I forgot about that game. Thank you for reminding me. I will get Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and I will play that. Thank you, Spock. Nerdporial Lifeform, thank you very much for coming by. Glad you enjoyed the show. And here's a sip for you. Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. Dude, that'll be fun.
That sounds
fun.
fun.
You got to get your wife on the stream,
Yeah.
too. and then we'll have like a couples night with
Yeah, that would be fun.
with you and the two Star Wars nerds too. That'd be fun. Best racing game. Yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 was so awesome. And you never played it, did you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think growing up, I was more of the one who
that
watched.
game was what made me love the McLaren F1. Specifically the McLaren F1 LM as a car. It was because of that game. And all of my friends were like, the Lamborghini is the fastest car in the world. And I'm like, no, the McLaren F1 is the fastest car. What is a McLaren? Lamborghini is fastest, especially the red one. I go... Anyway, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Such a good game with the spike strips and the helicopters and the missiles. I bet you I know every track in that game still. And that was like...
It's because you're so...
Like 18
you
years
got a
ago or
great
something.
memory.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, best cars, best maps. The maps on those had a really awesome feel to them. For sure. Star Wars trivia. Okay, we'll have to do a Star Wars trivia night. That'd be
Yeah, I think
dope.
that's
It's on Steam. For Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, or yeah, Star Wars Trivial Pursuit is on Steam. I'll have to get that too. McLaren F1 is my favorite car of all time. It's the best car of all time. Like from like a engineering standpoint, an artistic standpoint, driving experience is top notch even for today's standards. Not that I've ever driven one, but it's like, I don't have that kind of opportunity. The McLaren was the fastest in that game. Yes, and the Mercedes CLK GTR was the second fastest, if I remember correctly. But the McLaren F1 is just the best car of all time. Close second would be the McLaren Speedtail, if you guys have ever seen videos on the Speedtail. That's a really cool car. They did the 3-seat layout where the driver's seat is in the center of the car,
Yeah.
but forward, and then it's got 2 passenger seats on the side of it. They copied the same model for the Speedtail, which came out last year or something. GPRPH1, welcome to the stream, the tail end of the stream. We're about to wrap it up. We're talking about the fastest cars. What were the fastest? Yeah, we're just bouncing around. She's going to start a baking channel.
Stop saying
You are, and you're going to do awesome with that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Trivial Pursuit Black Series.
I have like such a little sip
The
left.
sediment? You complain about the sediment?
No, I'm saying I have such a little baby
yeah.
sip left.
Clink it and down it.
Boop. No, I'm saving it. I'm saving it for goodbye.
The Mercedes GTR race was super hard. I remember the blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, there's a lot of races in that game that were really tough. But you got to drive the cop cars too in that game. I don't think I ever played any other Need for Speeds actually, other than that one game. But that game was where it was at for sure. Subbed from an EBN stream. Awesome, dude. Echo-based TV, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Well, I'm really glad to have you.
Echo-based network.
Well, yeah, he might have been meeting at Echo-based TV.
Oh.
I got a couple subs from the Echo-based TV. Anyway, if you guys are new subs, I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. We're just kind of inching towards that 1,000 subscriber mark where we can get monetized. But I just like making Star Wars videos.
Yeah.
It's fun. Something I talked about, I've been talking about for a long time, starting a Star Wars YouTube channel. And, dude, Gran Turismo, what was it? Gran Turismo 4 A-Spec Challenge. I know that was the one. I think it was 4. Was another one of those games on the PlayStation 2 that I just played, like, all the time. And then you have, Jack and Daxter, 007 Nightfire, one of the original Burnouts.
Oh man,
Tiger
that one
Woods
didn't
PGA
work.
Tour,
That
2004.
one didn't work that you borrowed from your dad.
Yeah, which one was that I borrowed?
The 007,
MX versus
right?
ATV Unleashed. 007 Nightfire didn't work when we got it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we do have a PlayStation 2, so any other games that you guys recommend on PlayStation 2 that you would want us to play through? Cruising USA.
Just kidding.
Didn't hear that. Spyro. We could play some
Crash
Spyro.
Bandicoot.
I never played those. Sean did. Sean played
Did
a lot
he?
of Spyro.
Okay.
He was way into Spyro. Need for Speed High Stakes. Interesting. I never even heard of that title. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Criterion for 360. 360 was a good console as well. Burnout Paradise was my favorite game on that. I kept putting the word out where I'm at, and if I could sub twice, I would. Awesome, dude. I appreciate that. And all of you guys that kind of share me out into different Discord servers and streams and stuff, I appreciate that. I'm not really the type of guy to be like, yeah, man, share this wherever. Like and share the video. Subscribe. You got to hit that like. You know what it's going on. You know what it is. That's frankly annoying. But I do appreciate you guys subbing and dropping a like or dislike, because it really doesn't make a difference. If you get a Nintendo Switch, we can play some epic Mario Kart.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I've never owned a Nintendo. No. I think I had a Nintendo 64 a long time ago, and I only had Donkey Kong Country. That was the only game I had on it.
Oh, man.
Because I didn't have any money. I was too young to like go and buy games or something. There was that Bounty Hunter game on PS2. I think there was a Bounty Hunter game. I didn't play it. I think we might do, as far as a gaming stream, we might do Lego Star Wars 2. Because I loved that game. The original trilogy. That one was a lot of fun. PS2 is such a good console. But so we'll have to figure it out where we can play the PS2 and have a capture card in the computer where it captures the PS2 gameplay, and we can play on that. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, guys. What's going on, guys? This your boy. I don't want that.
So bad.
Yeah, it's the camera's like zooming in and out the whole time. Like whoever's filming is just zooming in and out, and like Dutch angle swapping to the other people. And
That'd be pretty bad.
if we can hit 10,000 likes, I'm gonna go
shave my head.
I'm gonna go shave my head if we hit 10 billion likes. We can't make it too easy. Those channels are kind of annoying. There's a couple of them that I follow that are like that. The intros are annoying, but the content's actually really good. Like the golf channel that I watch all the time is like that with their intros, just like zooming in and out. Yeah, it's funny. But there's a lot of channels that have like really dumpy content that are just way over the top. I have my PS2 connected to an old tube TV, so I can use the light gun and play Time Crisis. That's right. It was like for like hunting games and stuff.
What was it?
Did you like that?
It was cute.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
You want to kiss me because of that?
Sure. Crazy.
40 different camera pans for saying the word subscribe. Yeah, seriously. First Twitch raid I got dragged into, guys, gaming, and the first thing he does is tell people where to go to send him money so Twitch doesn't take 102. I was like, bye-bye. Yeah, so Twitch doesn't take half. Yeah, and I think there is now, since I'm on Streamlabs, a donation link, but I don't really care about making money, which is why, as you guys that bought the mustache mug know, I'm not making any money off of that. Maybe like 20 cents per mug.
Yeah.
Because it's not about making money.
We wanted to make it as cheap as we could for everybody.
Awkward. So. Maybe in the future, if I do ever hit like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 subs in the future, which would be really cool. Maybe I'll, make some money off the merch. But dude gets a kiss for saying pew pew. Epic win.
Don't.
Awkward. Yeah, PS2 is such a good console. Such an amazing console. I always thought it bounced back and forth between like the original Xbox was the best console, and then PlayStation 2 was the best console, and then Xbox 360, which was better than the PS3, in my opinion, and then it bounced back to the PS4, and then now I don't even know what it is because it's either PC gaming or the PS5 that everyone does. I don't know. I don't even know what the kids are doing these days. But you're all out of your coffee?
Yeah, I have the last sip.
Sip it.
Full of
you sip
coffee
that drink.
grounds.
You sip that drink. You show off your fancy new mug. I got you. It's got metal on it.
Yeah, little baby
little
cup.
baby one.
Did you post that video of Sophie
No,
holding
not yet.
it?
Not yet. She's funny.
Yeah, we have a video of
here's the sip for
our daughter.
you.
Yeah, she was cute.
Yeah.
She liked this one.
Anyway, we are going to get to bed because it is almost 1.
Almost 1.
Yeah,
and
almost 1.
my, my coffee definitely wore off, so.
and I got some editing to do for a video for Echo Base TV on Monday. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to Echo Base TV, go ahead and do that, because it's just all of us content creators just kind of put our stuff into one video. Yeah, Black Dragon, I know you're PC Master Race. Keep it about content. There was a meme I saw about that. It was like when you spend $2,500 on a PC setup to have the same graphics quality as a $300 console, and it was Count Dooku with like signature look of superiority, because PCs are like
yeah,
way
I
more
know.
expensive.
That's why I'm like,
Sip it good. Yeah, you sip that cup.
yeah.
Sip that drink. Sip the rest of that coffee.
Okay,
Do it.
here's a sip for you.
That was really cute.
I don't know why you always have to slurp
was
loud
really
like
cute.
that. You always go.
Yeah, it's my
I can't be the only one who.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to end the stream here. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you've been here since the beginning, I know a couple of you have. Appreciate your time. I appreciate you helping out with the watch hours and, yeah, just hanging out with us, because this is fun. It started off real serious and depressing and sad.
Yeah, that was
kind of silly.
Now that I think of it.
Stream has been awesome. Keep it up real. Keep it real, guys. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Spock. Yeah, if you guys like this kind of like just us sitting being silly kind of stream, we'll do more of them for sure. But, at least at the beginning, it'll be Star Wars focused.
Yeah.
But appreciate you guys all coming by. End of line. Peace and cupcake grease. Definitely. Awesome. Appreciate you guys all coming by. Good night to everyone. And we will see you
Later.
No,
I'm just
that's
kidding.
not it.
I'm teasing.
You know what the catchphrase is?
Yeah.
All right. And we will see you.
No, let me say that. And we will see you. I'm gonna say
You don't know my own catchphrase?
I do. Wherever I want to see you in the galaxy.
And we will see you
wherever
we happen to see you in the galaxy.
Wherever we happen. That's what I was going to say.
To see you in the galaxy.
I know. It's 1 a.m. and I'm tired. Mom brain. No kisses